Hey, what's up guys, this is Akshay. I'm using Jio Air Fibre for almost 7 months now. So in this video, let's find out how is the service and support of Jio Air Fibre, especially after reading so many negative comments about the service on my review video. I thought it's a perfect time to go and experience the service. So in this video, let's find out that. Alright, so in the last 7 months, there was just one downtime, and it was when there was a Jio Mumbai outage, Mumbai and I think Pune, and they give like a 2 days of free data as a sorry. Okay, they post a notification, and they also post a mail that we regret for the inconvenience caused. There was a fire in the data center, and then they just give 2 days of free, which is really good. The reason why I moved from my local provider to Jio Air Fibre was because of the downtime. And my local provider, though service was excellent, like I just called them within 4 hours, they are right here, but there was so much downtime. Like in once a month I used to raise 3 tickets, 3 to 4 tickets. That terrible the internet connection was. So I moved to Jio Air Fibre. You can watch my review video right here. That's the reason why I moved, and I'm happy because there's just one downtime in the last 7 months, and that was also almost a global outage, right? But thankfully there's no downtime. The only issue that I faced was the LAN port on my Jio router was not working. So all of a sudden, my crypto mining rig, which is just a Linux machine, it's just a crypto bank, you can say. Though I'm running in loss, last 3 years I was able to recover only 50% of the money, but nonetheless it's just a computer running on Linux, and all of a sudden internet was not working in that. Now I changed the cable, I tried to do a lot of troubleshooting. I ordered a dongle so that maybe the LAN port on my system might be fried, but didn't work out. So I went to the MyJio app, and the MyJio app, if you scroll down to the bottom, you get an option as chat. Okay, so I prefer to chat. I don't like to have calls. Even in my local provider, I used to drop them a mail and a message, and they used to come. Even a WhatsApp, which is amazing. Though there's no WhatsApp here because it's such a big company. I just went to chat and support. I just tell my problem. It gave me option to run diagnostics. Now, run diagnostics is a new feature in the MyJio app. It will tell you basic, like disconnect the cable, restart the router. And I think that's a time saver, because initially, in fact I worked at the network support in Ticona back then, in I think 3-4 years ago, before I transitioned into web development. I was working as a network support engineer for enterprise customers, and this is a basic step we do. Like, first we troubleshoot the basic stuff, and then we go and assign an engineer at client's end if we think it's an issue. If it's a software issue, we try to resolve it on air. So the run diagnosis is basically that. It covers all your basic stuff like restart router, change the cables. I did that, didn't work out, but it has a bug. So it told me that your data is running out. Like, that was a bug. Okay, now someone who doesn't know that the data was not running out, they might think and they might recharge it, but Jio should look into that. There was a bug. It only happened once, it didn't happen next, so that was not an issue. And so at last it asked to call on this number or write a mail, and turns out, like, I dropped them a mail on Friday. It was 4 days, no reply, right? No ticket raised, no reply. I don't like to call, and probably if I call, it's a big company, probably you have to wait in the queue and stuff, and I don't like that. No reply. I post them on Twitter that it's such a big company. Like, even when I was working as an enterprise support engineer, we had the standard that every mail should be replied within 2 hours. That was the deadline to given to us. 2 to 4 hours. We need to reply to each and every mail. Like, there was this my friend and me, especially on the mail, to handle enterprise customers. So Jio is such a big company. There was no one to accept my email. Like, just lodge a complaint. Like, no one there. So I dropped on Twitter, hey, this is such a big company and they're not responding to the email. At least log a ticket. There's no automatic ticketing system. They should have automatic ticketing system. Like, once you mail, it should automatically create a ticket. This was with my hosting provider, Namesheet. So they should do the same. No luck. But on Twitter, I got a reply within 1-2 hours. And the next day, engineer was at my home, and he actually troubleshooted everything. And he was a nice guy. Like, he really understand about the servers and stuff. So he properly unplugged the LAN cable. He asked me for a laptop. I gave him a laptop. He troubleshooted. He replaced the cable. Though I had an additional cable, but I think the Jio Air Fibre Wi-Fi router uses some sort of different LAN cable. I don't know. He just changed it, and all of a sudden the internet was working in his laptop, in my laptop, not his laptop, but the laptop that I given him. But it was still not working in my ring. But that's a story for another day, because it was a Hive OS software issue that I figured out later. But still, the Jio guy was technical enough. He actually reset the router and changed the LAN cable, because by just changing the LAN cable it didn't work on the first time. You need to reset the router as well. I don't know why it happened. Maybe a software update or something like that which just breaks the LAN port on the Jio router. But thankfully it worked out, and that's why I'm semi-mediocre happy with the support. I would say the support is mediocre. It's not as bad as like the reviews say, but one thing that I honestly trust about the review is people saying they're not able to lodge the ticket at all. So first you need to go through all those diagnostics and everything, then they will lodge a ticket. For me, just a Twitter post logged the ticket. Therefore support was faster for me, at least after Twitter. Like in mail it was not faster. 4 days without internet. Just imagine, I have Jio connection, Jio mobile connection, that's why I was saved. But 4 days without internet connection, that's pathetic. But if I consider that once I post a Twitter, now that you know that you can just log a Twitter post and the complaint is raised, then it's easier. Now still there's a lot of opportunities to improve, like the mail especially. As soon as I send a mail, they should lodge a complaint. And that's the reason why there was so much negative reviews on YouTube, because they're saying they're not able to even log a complaint. Because once they log the complaint in their ticketing system, then only support will happen fast. So once you're able to log the complaint, then it's faster. Like I think I think around 7 or 8 they logged the complaint, and the next day the guy was at my home. So in that perspective, though this is a big company, still support was really faster in at least my area. Now it depends on area, because I was in Gujarat for my fiance's function, and it turns out like the Jio connection there was not as stable as at my home. So there was facing a lot of drops in my Amazon workspace that I used to work. So it's area to area, and this is what the support is. Basically, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement. Jio, if you're watching this, definitely improve the mail part first, and then try to improve your coverage. So the same thing, Jio service was good, at least in my area. So I would suggest you to, just get like a 1 to 3 months of plan, try it out, maybe try support, ask them a basic doubt, see how they respond. Maybe they respond with Twitter, maybe they respond on call, and then see how you can go from there. Now, first of all, guys, stop criticizing Jio. Like, Jio has done a wonderful job bringing this revolutionary data evolution in India, basically. Like, even Mukesh Ambani said that AT&T and Verizon, the top US cellular connections, combined, Jio has more customers. So it's such a big company, they are able to revolutionize this. I know, I feel sad for Loop Mobile, Vodafone, Idea. They really had a bad time, but they actually were like charging so much. So again, karma happens. So I would suggest you, Jio has done a wonderful job here. Like, you basically get like a 8 to 10,000 rupees of router and like the 4K set-top box for free. That's really good, and that's a really good product. It's not like a free. Like, I also used to get, like, I remember back then I used to get this set-top box from my local cable connection. It was terrible, but this Jio set-top box, it's a full-fledged 4K Android TV set-top box. It runs faster. Let me know in the comment down below if you want a detailed review on the Jio set-top box. It's really great. I would like to make a review on the same. If you have any questions, leave in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.